everyone, this is Fernanda, bassist and singer for Brazilian death metal band CRYPTA, and you're watching EMP. So, we've been here touring around Europe and the UK over the last months in order to promote our latest album called Shades of Sorrow, and we've done lots of shows around here, and we're playing for the first time ever here at Bloodstock, which is a personal dream come true. It's been an awesome set, and next year, right after this, we're going to be back to Brazil, our homeland, for a couple of shows. Then we're going to head to the US for a Hatebreed Carcass Harm's Way tour, which is going to be amazing. I cannot wait for that. And then for the next year, we'll slow down on touring for a little bit so we can write our third album. But do not worry, because we do have plans already for for Europe and for the UK, and we actually have confirmed dates, but we cannot talk about them right now. But you'll soon hear, and they're gonna be amazing. That's all I can say. But yeah, we're pretty much. You'll still see us around the UK and Europe a lot, especially next year. Okay. So, I'm not only in a band, but I'm also a metalhead, so I attend festivals all the time. And of course, you see lots of cool stuff, but you also see some weird stuff going on. And I've had a couple of experiences as an artist, and a memorable one happened at one of my favorite festivals, which is Obscene Extreme in Czech Republic. And well, whoever knows the fest knows that it's the freak fest, and I love it. And I remember once I was playing there, and that was, I think, the weirdest thing that ever happened while playing. A guy completely naked got on stage, and he was having so much fun. He could sing the songs, and then he was fully naked, and then he was like having fun, and then before he jumped, he was like literally opening his butt my way. I was like, what? And then he jumped. But it was fun. But for that fest, you know, it's a cool thing to happen, and it was a ride. We had a lot of fun. We left, and that was the weirdest thing that happened. But it's all right. It was a ride. You asked me for the weirdest. I brought you the weirdest. Sorry if it was too graphic. Okay, so I have an interesting story about this memorabilia, because we've been touring a lot, and we have some fans that go to many shows in a row, and we have this one fan here in the UK that he actually gave me the best memorabilia and merch I have from bands. Like, this one person was able to give me like lots of amazing stuff. On the first tour we did here in June, he gave me like a Cannibal Corpse coloring book. How fucking cool is that? So he gave me that, and he gave me a Morbid Angel, which is top, you know, like favorite metal, one of the top favorite metal bands I have, death metal bands. And he gave me a Morbid Angel Ouija board. I didn't even know they did this kind of stuff. So I have that, and on this tour, he surprised me with not only like Lord of the Rings tarot deck, we can get there soon, but also he gave me like a full Morbid Angel cassette set with like 4 of my favorite albums there. But he also gave me like some Behemoth like photo book, and like Evangelion, my favorite album of them, and like Altars of Madness vinyl, and Scum vinyl, and like Cannibal Corpse Windbreak. And I'm like, dude, please stop spending all this money on this cool merch. He was like, yo, it's fine, you know, like I love it. And I was like, I can't lie, I love it too. So now I can say that I have Cannibal Corpse coloring book and Morbid Angel Ouija board. I don't think it can get any cooler than that. That's definitely my best band merch I have. Okay, so about comfort, serious comfort movies, comfort stuff to watch. I wish I could do more of that when on tour, but I do that a lot when I'm home. So my comfort series, it has to be The Office. and Curb Your Enthusiasm. I love those series, and of course Seinfeld. That's my kind of humor right there. And wow, as for movies, I could have like a whole list, but it really depends on the mood. Sci-fi, I like Interstellar. I love my drama too, so I watch a lot of drama, and like Amélie Poulain and American Beauty. And I love me some horror like Pearl and Hereditary. A24, give me whatever A24, I'll love it. I know that for sure. I've recently completed the trilogy Pearl Maxine stuff. I loved it. And but besides that, I have a weird taste for comfort TV shows that I watch at home. I love everything related to psychology. So I watch everything crime that you can imagine, but I also watch, like Freaky Eaters, OCD versus hoarders. So I love all these kind of shows, and like also like some weird shows like Extreme Sweepstakes and like Murderous Parasites that talks about like weird. So I love all this kind of weird shows. I hope it was not that weird for you all, but that's my comfort stuff when I am at home. I'm like, oh my god, it's been such a tough tour, like 40 shows. Let me get some comfort and watch like, I don't know, a series about Zodiac Killer and stuff like that. Unfortunately, like that. But it's just because I like psychology and everything regarding our mind. That helps me on my lyrics too. So, when it comes to video games, I stopped in Super Nintendo from my childhood. I cannot play this multiverse, like PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, that you have like multiple options. No, I cannot deal with that. I like Super Nintendo, and actually the last video game I played was Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario World, actually. And I love that I would be stuck in Super Mario World because that's my favorite game along with Donkey Kong. But I think I would die. I would survive like for one phase. This means like 2 minutes, because that there's giant bullets and like flowers that throw fire at you, and there's like browser, and like you cannot survive, man. Like I would need to have a lot of those green mushrooms if I wanted to survive. But I would die on the first phase, definitely. That's for sure. Okay, so I've never been to Comic-Con, but if I had the chance to, and actually that would be okay, I'll tell you something. I'm planning on spending my next Halloween in the US, which has always been a personal dream for me, and the costume that I would wear at a Comic-Con would be the costume that I'm planning on using for my first Halloween in the US, and it would be Pearl. But like, because I'm fascinated by the movie, I love this movie so much, but I wouldn't wear the red dress, which like she's famous for, but I would wear the blue overalls, because that's where she uses when she loses her mind and start killing people. So that's what I would wear too. Very delicate. So, for some reason, when you asked that, first thing that crossed my mind was X-Men for some reason, and I would love to sit and talk to either Mystique or Nightcrawler, because they have my favorite powers, or even, how do you say her name in English? Is it vampire in Portuguese? The one that has the Mystic isn't Mystic the blue one? Yeah, but also the one who has red hair and the white strip of hair, that she can touch people and like, I forgot her name, but that one in Portuguese is vampira, so I don't know it's vampire in English. But one of those three, just because they have, like, if I could have superpowers, those would be the superpowers I would choose, like to actually touch someone and, like see through, or like, like shape shift and like teletransport. I would definitely talk to them and see, how does it feel like, like, can you land it to me for like 5 minutes your superpower, it would be really interesting. I'll probably regret this answer later because as we talk, I would be like, I should have said that, but well, out of a sudden, that was the first question the first answer I thought. I love this interview. So cool. Oh my God, what was the last book I finished? Actually, I started so many, but I never finished them. Okay. That would be, I remember now. There's still some pages left, but last one I'm about to finish is Bell Hooks, All About Love. I'm not sure if that's the title in English, but it is in Portuguese, something that would be translatable as All About Love from Bell Hooks, and that was a very interesting book, very good one. Highly recommended. It's a whole new approach to love and everything, not only romantic, it's a whole sociologic study, and I highly recommend it. Yeah. So thank you all for watching me. I hope you like my answers. Thank you all for your support. If I'm here living the dream, playing these nice festivals and everything, it's because of you. I always say without your support there would be no CRYPTA, no Fernanda, no metal scene, because you are the fuel for everything. So keep on supporting your local art, especially after the pandemic. We notice how art is important for helping us, navigate through tough times. So yeah, keep on being the fuel for all the beautiful art we try and deliver into this world. Thank you so much.